today I wanted to do my top 5 fantasy books because fantasy is it's one of my favorite genres, and if your favorite book isn't in my top 5, don't be offended. Maybe I haven't read it, or I just choose another type of books for this top 5. So let's get started. My number 5 is Fallen by Lauren Kate. I read this book years ago and I really enjoyed it. It's about fallen angels. It's about Lucy who goes to some kind of boarding school and meets Daniel, who's a fallen angel, and they have met for like the past. They have met like 1,000 times on their past, like on their past lives, something like that. And Lucy always dies, and Daniel it's like always suffers a lot because of that, and he doesn't want to suffer again, so it's like keeping away from Lucy and all that stuff. And I don't know, I really enjoyed it and it's pretty good, so that's my number 5. Number 4, it's Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. It's about Nora Gray who meets Patch. This book, it's also about fallen angels, and I also read it years ago, more or less at the same time that Fallen. It was on my like fallen angels book face. I don't know, I thought it's a really fun book. It has like love, action, and some like funny moments, and it's really interesting to discover Patch past. I really enjoyed it and I had fun reading it, so yeah, that's my number 4. Number 3, it's Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins, who also wrote the Hex Hall series, which I haven't read. This is about Harper, which is a girl that it's on every club, it's really popular and all that in school. She's about to become prom queen, and now she's going to the I don't know, it's like a kind of dance where they where the girls are presented to society, something like that. I don't remember the name. But she, on her prom, discovers she has some kind of superpowers, and she has to take care of another guy who is kind of not like a nerd, but like they don't like each other, and it's really fun how they start to know each other and they kind of enjoy each other's company. And also I love how Harper starts to use her powers, and she's like really like tough and badass and all this stuff. So it's like really a book about girl power and all that stuff. So I can't wait to read the second book, which I will go and buy soon because I can't wait to read it. Yes. Number 2, it's Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This book is really, really good. When I read it, it was something completely different from what I have read in the past, and it's just amazing. It's another girl power book. It's about Selena, who is an assassin, and she's going to compete to be the king's champion. And if she wins, she stops being a slave. And yeah, so I really, really liked it. It has like, she also has kind of magic, and I thought maybe it would be like the magic, like what is it there, but they start getting it into the story a little bit more. And on the second book it has more of a thing, the magic. It has also kind of a love story, and I want her to stay with the prince. Oh, also this is like this Hush Hush and Fallen were my like Spanish copies, because all these books I read them Well, I didn't want it to read in English because I thought it was like, no, like, ugh, ugh. I love reading it in Spanish, but then I discovered that English is it's better, not because of the language or anything, but because the traductions sometimes are like really bad. So yeah, this is Spanish, but the second book, Crown of Midnight, I have it in English, and it was also really good. And for a second book, I mean, it's just great. Most of the time, I hate the second books, but yeah. So I can't wait to read the third one. I think I like a little bit more this cover than this one, but well, now I have to buy this in English so it can match this cover, because I want to continue reading them in English, obviously. So yeah, and I'm so happy that people have started reading them, because when I read the first one, no one has read it, so I was just like, oh, I need to tell someone, but no one's gonna understand me. So now everyone has read them, and so I can talk to people now about that book. Yes. So that was my number 2. For my number 1, if Throne of Glass wasn't cheating, because I think I said all the 2 books and stuff. This is gonna be definitely cheating, but I don't care. It's the Mortal Instruments series. These books are like my babies. I really love them, and they are amazing. The characters, I love them. I have like a special bond with all of them. And so yeah, this is about shadow hunters, which are they kill demons and all that stuff. They kind of protect the world and something like that. And it's about Clary, who doesn't know she's a shadow hunter because her mom has been keeping it from her whole life. She meets Jace and she discovers this whole new world, and I don't know, it's amazing. At first I hated these books because I don't know, I just couldn't read them. The first one, it was like, ugh, I can't read this book. And that was almost 5 years ago. Then 2 years passed and I didn't have anything to read, so I picked it up and it was totally amazing. So then I just bought the next book and the next and the next, and just love it. And the whole 6 books are amazing. I really like them, and I don't know, it's amazing. It's amazing. If you are having the same problem that I have, like some time ago, just pick it up and push through the first 3 chapters maybe, and then I promise you are gonna like it, and it's really, really worth it. Yes, so the Mortal Instruments. That is it. Give it a thumbs up if you like these types of top 5 videos, and maybe if you share some of the same interest on books, and leave a comment telling me which is your top 5 fantasy books. Subscribe to see what I have on the future, and yes, for the next week I have like a big book confession, so stay tuned. Yeah, so that's it. See you next week. Bye.